everyone, welcome back to the Caprine Cottage Knitting Podcast. My name is Anne and I'm coming to you from my kitchen in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York. So welcome back everyone, and if you're new here, thank you for joining me. Today I have like all kinds of stuff for you. I feel like since I'm doing only one podcast episode pretty much a month, it all sort of like comes together and I have a lot of things to talk about, and there's just like a lot of exciting stuff this month. So the first thing that I'm sure is on everybody's mind and on my mind is that we have a giveaway winner. So the username for the giveaway winner, I have also responded under your comment and posted on social media, but the winner is Marilyn Dubé 405. So if that's you, please send me an email. I'm going to put the email address right here. It is caprinecottagefarm@gmail.com. So please email me, because if you do not respond by the end of next week, I'm going to have to choose someone else. So yeah, please get back to me. Congratulations. Thank you so much to everyone who entered. It was really great to hear from all of you and to hear all of your ideas of what you might make with that yarn. Yeah, so thank you so much. I guess I will, before I get too far into things, I'm going to preface this by saying that we're having yet again an incredibly hot day here. I feel like this summer season has been sort of unseasonably warm, so I have all of the like cooling apparatuses off. And yeah, so I'm quite warm, but I'm going to try and get through this, so bear with me. We also have a random tornado watch today. That's like from Hurricane Beryl, I guess, is sort of like kicking some stuff up towards us. And yeah, I'm if you're from somewhere with tornadoes, you're probably like, okay, whatever, but like that's really uncommon here. Occasionally we do have some kind of like little twisters, but it's very rare. So if things get weird or it starts to rain, I might have to pause and re-record tomorrow or something. So just warning you. Yeah, one other thing before we really get into it, I just wanted to show you guys my earrings and feature them here because they are from a friend of mine. I'll make sure to link everything down below, but her business name is Dear Elan. She's actually in the process of moving across the country right now, so I'm not sure if her shop is open, but I'll make sure everything's linked. You can definitely go check out her stuff. She has beautiful jewelry. And so I just wanted to make sure to mention her because I don't even know how many pairs of her earrings at this point, and I think at least one necklace. But they're beautiful, they're great earrings, and they're handmade by somebody I know. But so yeah, let's just get right into the knitting stuff. I have one big finished object that I'm incredibly excited about, I'm really proud of, and that's going to be the first thing I'm going to talk about. You can see it here, and that is my Crowberry sweater. So I finished it. It's Wednesday. I finished it on Monday, cutting it a little close. But so this is my first, and maybe only, I'm not sure if I'm going to make any more, but my first item for the Botanical Make Along that's being hosted by Gabriella of Merryweather Living and Ashley of Paper Crane Yarns. And so yeah, this is my make along item. And here she is. I think it's a really great pattern. There's the sleeve. There's like this sleeve detail. And I would really love to try this on for you guys, but it's too hot. I'm already kind of dying. And this is very woolly. It's knit in Floatalope, and it's Tex Iron Band, so it's 100% wool, non-superwash wool. It's incredibly warm. And yeah, I just don't want to put this on my body right now. But she's done, and I'm so in love. I'm so happy. The pattern, I would say, like, was pleased with the pattern. It was my first ever bottom-up construction pullover, and it was incredibly easy to understand. I had pretty much no trouble with understanding like that construction method, or I had to do a provisional cast on, which I've never done, and so that was like very easy. I didn't struggle with it at all. The one thing I would say if you're going to make this is that these little, like, I'm gonna hold it closer. These little black berries here, like that's the crowberries, and those little berries they're like a bobble technique. It's not hard at all, but when you're making them, you're knitting with 3 strands. And so because you're also holding yarn double, it's like 6 strands. And so I would really, the one thing I didn't do, but that I would probably recommend men doing is winding your 2 strands that you're going to hold double together ahead of time before you get to the color work section. Like in the body, it doesn't matter, but for that section, it was, I kind of wish I had done that, especially because it was unspun yarn. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad at all, really. I feel like I lost my train of thought. Had something else to say about it. But yeah, I would say go ahead and make it. It's really fun. Oh, the one thing I was going to say is that in this yarn combination, mine did grow quite a bit after blocking. Like I said, I'm not going to try this on, but I can kind of show you. My sleeves are like fingertip length. Like they're like this when it's worn, which I actually really like. I think it's super cozy, but it's something to keep in mind is I felt like it did grow. I felt like more lengthwise than widthwise, but I feel like Plotalopi kind of has that characteristic where it becomes more drapey after blocking. Like you can see that. Even though it's wool, it has quite a nice drape to it. But I'm so happy it's done, and now I can't wear it until reason my camera decided to chop that off there, but I was just saying, yeah, I can't wear this until the fall. And yeah, just a reminder, this pattern is in this Modern Daily Knitting Field Guide number 26, which is called Moss. So yeah, that's where that pattern is from. And it's like, this is like a super cute publication. I would love to get more from them. But so that's one thing that's finished. This is like the main thing. And so I'm really happy to be done with it. Because also it's like, it was not a good project for portability. Like I really had to only work on it when I was at home. And I'm not always at home. So I'm happy for it to be done. So then my next thing I have is, I guess this bag. This is the squirrel bag that always has socks in it. And so this is my lobster socks. And so I have completed one. It's not blocked. But so one lobster sock is finished. Yay! And the second one, I finished the chart, the colorwork chart. And so the only thing that I'm not thrilled about with this, but that just has to be, is that I'm never ever good at making sure self-striping yarn is like the same. So you can see the difference, how it's going to be on these two. I tried to do it from the same point in the like repeat pattern, and I guess I like, whoa, it's so windy. I guess I underestimated or overestimated, however you want to say that. I actually prefer the second one, but I'm not going to reknit this. So they're just going to be slightly different, which I don't really mind. Yeah, so those yarns that I'm using for these are, what are they? I am not going to remember. I have these two minis. Sorry, it's a piece of barber cord. This is, the red is from Little Lionhead Knits, my most favorite red. And this was a 20 gram mini, and this is now the second pair of socks I've used it on. So a little bit goes a long way. And then this was also a 20 gram midi of white. This is just from Coats & Co., but it's just white. It was a nice yarn to work with, but it's not super exciting. And then this self-striping yarn is this one. Fortissima Colori Saka color from Scholler and Stahl. And this color is, oh, it has a number. It's 9099, I guess, 9099. But I bought these at the thrift store. So that is still ongoing. I will probably finish this second sock quite quickly. It doesn't take me that long. I just have to do this and a heel and a foot. So, but I'm really pleased with these. I don't know if you can hear the wind. It's crazy. The storm is definitely coming, so I gotta keep moving on this. But I love how summery these are. I can't wait to wear them if it's ever cool enough again to wear socks. So that is my second whip, which I realize I'm not showing you a ton of new stuff. I'm actually maybe not going to show you anything new today. And so the last thing, which I may not even take out of here, is just I'm still working on my lower low pullover by Mary Jane Mucklestone. I don't think I've actually touched this since my last video. I'm gonna look and see. No, I don't think this is any different from the last time we spoke. So sorry about that. Nothing exciting here. It's the same as it was. I'm still working on the back. But now that that Crowberry sweater is done, I will be just like, I'm gonna grind on this and try to get it done, because I'm still toying with the idea of going to Rhinebeck this year. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that happen, but because I can dream, I want to try and either just finish that and I would wear that, or I really want to cast on my halibut sweater and I would love for that to be my Rhinebeck sweater. But there's like so many variables still. Like, I don't even know if I'm going, and I don't know if I could knock out another sweater in that amount of time, because it's now mid-July and Rhinebeck is in October. So it's like, I don't know. Time flies, I guess. I feel like I've been saying that to so many people. But I do have a handful of other things to show you guys. I have mostly publications, well, exclusively publications, acquisitions. I'm gonna have a little drink because I am terribly hot. I feel like I've said that 100 times. I'm sorry if that's annoying. That's all I can think about. It's plaguing my mind. But, so I have, oh, sorry, these out here. These are for later. But I have these 3 publications to talk about. And I guess I will just show them sort of in order that I received them. So I got, maybe I've already shown this. Well, I'm going to show it again. I got this issue of Laine magazine. This is number 21, and I'm pretty sure this is the summer one. Yeah, it's called Harvest Sun Summer for this year. And it's just beautiful. There's this pattern. Actually, I like almost all of the patterns in here, but here, I flagged it. Oh, that's not the picture. This pattern, I really want to make this. It's a little skinny scarf. I love little skinny scarves like this. I've knit multiple Sophie scarves, but this one is a little bit more exciting. It has some texture, so I'm really looking forward to making that. I'm not totally sure when I'm going to get around to that, or if I have yarn or anything, but that was one thing I was really excited about out of this. I feel like I showed this. Sorry if I repeated that. But the next thing I got, I am so excited about, and that is My Fair Isle Journey by Yuco Sakamoto and Amirisu together. And obviously anytime a like Shetland themed, Fair Isle themed book comes out, I am right there, the first person to order it. I didn't pre-order though. I did just buy it when it came out, and I just think these patterns are so great. I love that they have kind of like more contemporary silhouettes, but with kind of traditional patterning, like color work. And there is one that I definitely am gonna make. I don't know when. Like I always say, I can dream big, but the list goes on forever. Hold on, I'm taking forever, sorry. I'm trying to find the picture, because I don't remember the name. It's this one. It's the Burra cardigan. So it's this little red cutie. It's kind of cropped. Love a cropped moment. And it's red. I love red. I would definitely I think I would knit this in the sample colors. Sometimes I'm just a sucker for the sample colors, and that's what I would choose. But I really like this book. It's, I was really pleased with it. It did come with, I taped them into the back, but it came with a list of errata and like corrections. And I know other people have been kind of like sad about that or displeased about that. And I feel sort of neutrally towards it. I mean, editing happens, and it's not, obviously I would love for things to be correct when they get published, but I understand that mistakes happen, and I was really happy. I ordered mine from the Woolly Thistle. I order a lot of things from them, but I'm really happy that they like included a printout of the errata, so then I don't have to like be like finding a website, and that frustrates me more. Like, I'm happy it was just included and I could be having it right there. Oh yeah, and I did buy my copy of Laine I bought from my local yarn store, which is Gorgeous Fiber Arts. So then the last thing I have, which is going to be a lifelong treasure, is I received from a lovely, lovely viewer named Robin. Hi Robin, I'm sure you're watching, but she graciously reached out to me and offered to purchase me a copy of Woven into the Earth. And I like couldn't believe my eyes when I received that message. This is like, it's a textbook. Like, this is a very, in my opinion, pricey book. It's a big book, and I thought that was a very, very generous gift and very thoughtful. And it's such a good book. Like, I showed you the like companion book to this. When would that have been? A couple weeks ago. And said I didn't have this one. And that book is also great, but as I flip through this, this is so beautiful and detailed. If you like historical textiles, like, I highly recommend this. If I had known how nice it was, I probably would have made it my business to buy it for myself sooner. And it's definitely worth the money. It's a beautiful, like, the quality is beautiful. Like, you can see it has beautiful full color pictures. And it's just, you know, it's really, really beautifully done. So yeah, thank you, Robin. I will treasure this probably for my whole life and hopefully pass it on to another textile lover when I decide that I no longer need it. But that's not going to be anytime soon. I feel like I'm going to spend years digging deeper into that book. Yeah, so then I think maybe this is going to be kind of a shorter episode, I'm realizing. I kind of cruised through stuff. But the last thing I have, after I have a little drink because it's very hot, is my like book recommendation and music recommendation for this month. And so I guess we'll do music first. And I'm realizing as I'm going to show this to you, this is not going to be for everybody. So I'm sorry if you don't like it. But I was really pleased to find this. So yeah, the album I want to feature this month is by the band Hum, and it's called You'd Prefer an Astronaut. And I guess, yeah, I'll preface this by saying that, like, this is 90s grunge music, so, like, if you don't like a really bold, loud, heavy rock and roll kind of sound, like, you know, lots of electric guitar and stuff, this is not going to be for you. It's really loud. But I would say that, like, my favorite categories of music, or like kind of where my love for music stems, would be like definitely 60s and 70s rock and roll, then also like folk music, and then 90s grunge and some like different metal. So I definitely like, you know, loud music and like that kind of vibe, I guess. But anyway, I was randomly just scrolling on Instagram and I found a video of a live performance of these guys playing, and I was surprised because I'd never heard of them, and, you know, I know a lot about that time period, a lot about that music. I grew up listening to it, but I was sort of blown away. So I went and bought the CD. I feel like me showing the CD really shows my age. I don't know if this is a popular opinion or an unpopular opinion, but I sort of hate Spotify. I hate the advertisements. They come way too often. I love to listen to the radio, like the regular radio, but I kind of despise Spotify. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go try and find a CD. And I don't know if you guys like CDs, but they're dirt cheap these days. Like, I think this was $7. I remember when I was a kid, CDs were like 20 bucks a pop. And I have a CD player in my car. I have a whole stereo system in the house too, but I love to listen to CDs in the car. So I was happy to get this. And yeah, my favorite song, which so far, I haven't gotten super into it, but my favorite song is called Stars. And that was like the live recording that I saw online. And I was just shocked that I had never heard of them before. So yeah, if you like heavy music, I think this will be a treat. If not, wait till next month. And then I have 2 books to show you because I couldn't choose. I was like trying to toy with which book to feature, and then I decided, why don't I just show you both? Because I loved them both. They're incredibly different, and so then I feel like it will appeal to more people. And so the first one is Welcome to the Hyunam-dong Bookshop, and this is by Hwang Bo-reum. And This just got translated from Korean. I guess this is very popular in Korean right now. And it just got translated into English. I think it came out last month, 2 months ago. And I loved this. It's so rare that I go buy a hardback. I just saw somebody else talking about it and I was like, oh, that sounds like something I would like. And so I went to the bookstore and I bought it new, full price. I almost never do that. And I loved it. I will say it's kind of about, like, it's about a woman who opens a bookstore. So if you like books, and I used to work in a bookstore, so I feel like it's kind of near to my heart. But I would say that the one thing it's not a warning because I love this about this book, but it's very slow paced. So if you're looking for like action or for a lot of things to happen, I don't think it's for you. I always say that I love like TV, movies, books that are about nothing. They're just kind of like about the human experience where nothing really happens. That's very much my jam, my kind of media. But I know a lot of people are like not entertained by that. But I thought it was really sweet and I really enjoyed reading it. And it was interesting. I haven't read something that's translated in a long time. So I think the translator did a great job and I felt like the author's voice really came through and I loved it. I thought it was great. And then my next book is a classic. I'm going to go ahead and bet a ton of you have read this, and it's A Year in Provence by Peter Mayle. And this has been on my like TBR shelf for probably years at this point. And then I'm trying really hard this year to read through my whole TBR, which is like, there's over 50 books. It's embarrassing actually. But so I saw this, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or something, and I just pulled it off the shelf and I was like, I should read that. That feels like it would be a great, fun summer read. And it was, this is so funny. He has a great sense of humor. I felt like it was very relatable because, you know, they moved to the country. I mean, obviously they moved to another nation, but they're in the countryside and it's like a change for them and they're sort of adjusting to like the pace of country living. And so that's just super relatable to me, and the way that things sort of get done at their own pace, and how it's really nice to like meet your neighbors and all that sort of stuff. So I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's a bestseller, so other people like it too. I feel like it's a very famous book. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have this month. Let me look at my notes and make sure that I didn't forget anything. Yeah, I think that's about it. I feel like this video is not even going to be 20 minutes long. So thank you for hanging out with me though. I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll have some new stuff next time. Talking about like filming schedule. So this week you're getting a podcast episode, and then I'm not totally sure about next week. I'm still working on this spinning video, so that might be coming, or I might take a week off. I have to look at the schedule and see like if it's supposed to be my week off or not, because I ended up taking a different week off last time. So we'll see about that. And then I'm curious how you guys liked the like last week's video, like a vlog style video. Like, did you enjoy that? Because I would love for my videos through the month to be one like farm vlog, one podcast episode, and then one Caprine craft episode. And then obviously plug in like if I go somewhere or something like that. But that would be like a perfect schedule for me. So if you guys liked the vlog, it definitely got significantly less views than these do, but I don't really care if there are people that enjoyed it. I'm happy to continue making those because it's kind of like a fun format for me, and it's easier than like finding the time to like sit down and film. I can kind of just be like, all right, I'm doing this now. So yeah, let me know if you like that. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me. If you are not already subscribed, please subscribe. If you're a subscriber, thank you. And I think other than that, yeah, I'll see you guys either next week or in 2 weeks. If you're the winner of the giveaway, please email me. I want to make sure I can get you your prize as soon as possible. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Let me know what you're knitting on. Do you have any new projects? Are you like not knitting because it's summer and it's terribly hot where you are? Maybe it's winter where you are and so you're doing all of your knitting. Let me know. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. It's like pretty much my most favorite thing. So thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye.